Say hi to the folks, Morty Jr. You're not my real father! Anyway. So, hello everyone. Yeah, this is actually another movie review. Unexpectedly, this is probably not going to be a regular thing, so if you're worried about that, but yeah, I actually did go see another movie this Sunday, and at the recommendation of Mike, not me, my friend Mike out in the Midwest somewhere, I went to see The Greatest Showman, which, I kind of wish I hadn't watched any reviews of this or read any reviews of this and just gone in completely blind. It's like, oh, I get it. It's a P.T. Barnum biopic, and then, just been surprised that it was a musical. Because I didn't know when it was recommended to me that it was a musical. That just, but yeah, I saw Brad and Sarah's review of it, and yeah. and that didn't deter me from actually going to see it. I'm not the biggest musical connoisseur in the world, but yeah, it's. I'll come right out and say that none of the musical numbers was memorable. None of them stuck in my head. I can't hum a single song from the movie that I just saw. But it was. I wouldn't call it good. I mean, it certainly wasn't historically accurate, for one thing, and I would be the only one who would ever notice this, but, James Gordon Bennett was not that good looking in real life. He wasn't as ugly as Joseph Kepler made him out to be, but, still. Yeah, it was, you know what it reminded me of, because it was not historically accurate. You know what he reminded me of is, remember, back in the Hays Code era, when they would have these, musical biopics like, I can't remember the title, but it was, Cole Porter and his happy heterosexual relationship with his wife, that sort of thing. Clifton Webb as John Philip Sousa. Oh, seamless. Let's pretend there wasn't an edit there. And let's pretend that there wasn't a long gap that I edited out while I remembered Clifton Webb. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. But yeah, that's what it reminded me of. It's obviously a very modern production, but it just had that feel about it. Just this, sort of, turn your mind off for 90 minutes or 2 hours and just watch the splashy musical on screen. That's kind of what it was. It's fluff entertainment, but it was. I will say this. It's like right around the time I was going to say, well, God, how long is this thing? It ended. I mean, it was just the right length for the type of entertainment it was. So that's good. And, yeah, it's Hugh Jackman, I think. I was talking about this with a friend of mine, and he said that, if this were back in the day, he would make 2 musicals a year. And yeah, he probably ought to. I mean, he's really good at it. He's such a compelling performer. But yeah, I got trailers, and they were nowhere near as good as the trailers I got at the Star Wars movie. It's like, first of all, there was Ocean's 8, which looked all right if you're into that sort of thing. A heist movie with the entirely female cast. It looked interesting, but I don't think it's going to replace How to Beat the High Cost of Living in my heart as far as, female-led heist pictures goes. And if you don't know what How to Beat the High Cost of Living is, just, Kate and Allie do a heist at a shopping mall. And that's not a joke. It actually is Susan St. James and Jane Curtin starring in that movie. And that's a fun one, and I need to see that one again. It's been a long time since I saw it. I'm sure the last time I saw it was back on cable TV in the 80s sometime. And following up that was Peter Rabbit, which now I finally get Brad and Sarah's complaints about that movie, or at least the trailer to it, because it kind of is to Beatrix Potter as I, Robot was to Isaac Asimov. It's it kind of looks like this script had been going around of, yeah, it's kind of like Alvin and the Chipmunks, but with rabbits. And they just finally got it, stuck the first, branded property name on it. It's just like, Peter Rabbit, yeah, that's something we had the rights to cheaply. And it made it really quickly. That's what it looked like to me. And then, Mamma Mia 2, which my description of Mamma Mia 1 and 2, it looks like, because it looks like exactly the same thing, is, Sweden's finest are known for their meticulous studio craft and peerless vocal harmonies. So let's pay tribute to that by doing bad karaoke with non-singing actors and tossed off backing tracks. It's just, they don't get the point of ABBA at all. It's just, yeah, I think I'll give that one a pass. And what was the other one? Love Sydney. No, not Love Sydney. Love Simon, which, is like the teenage version of Love Sydney, really. It's it's a gay coming out story, but with a teenager, and it didn't look bad. I mean, compared to what I've seen before, it looked like the best thing I was going to see in the trailers that day. I can't even remember what the last one was. There was one more trailer, and it's just I'm blanking on it. I'm sure it was nothing worth talking about, but that was pretty much my experience for movie-going experience. Not as good as the Star Wars movie-going experience, but the feature at least was entertaining. What do I have here? I do have something to taste, and it's Hawthorn sticks. Look at the packaging there. I'm sure there is a brand name on there, but I can't pronounce it because it's Chinese, and I can't read Chinese. Ingredients: sugar, haw, which is like hawthorn mash, water, food additives, potassium sorbate, food color, USFD&C red number 40, and carmine. Best before, see seal. September 2018, okay. Method, open bags of instant. Shelf life 12 months. But, yeah, I remember my friend Edwin in elementary school used to give me haw flakes, and nowadays you could just go down to the 99 Ranch and get them, but I don't know, I imagine you'd have to go all the way into Chinatown to get them in those days. Haw flakes are just like, they're like little disc, they come in a little roll, like about that big, and they're just like a stack of pressed hawthorn mash with a little bit of sugar in them, and they're just these little candies, and they're actually really good. If you've never tried them, I recommend going to, go down to like the 99 Ranch or your local Asian market and try some, because they're good. But yeah, I've also tried that. I don't know if I tried that on camera or not, but I had that hawthorn berry drink, and that just tasted like medicine to me. It doesn't really work in beverage form, but this, I don't really like the smell of that. Have these things gone off? Because they kind of look like haw flakes. Look at that. But they're sticks. Yeah, they don't smell too good, but they kind of taste like haw flakes. Yeah, pretty much. I think I like haw flakes a little better I think they're more compressed. Or maybe it's the food additives in this. They're just making it not taste as good, but I don't know. I'll eat them. I mean, they're not bad. If you like kind of fruity tasting candy, you'll probably like these. Although I recommend getting haw flakes instead. They're better than this. At least I think they are. Maybe it's just because I'm used to the taste of haw flakes, and this just, I don't know. It's almost like they're a little off or something. But they're not bad. I mean, I'm certainly chowing down on them, so obviously I'm not disliking them. Anyway, that's all for now, so see you around.